Is that a good sound? Should I keep that? I don't know. We're put that on hold. Anyway, hi, my name is Emoji. I'm here with my co-host Nikki G, possibly OMW. He may pop in at some point, but he's here with us in spirit, right there. And we're bringing you a show that we like to call Anime After Hours. Yeah, the
Yay!
yay is the sweet spot. The yay is the sweet spot. I know we got Millie and BE that came up. We're gonna jump right over to you, but I just want to say what's up to the audience real quick. Yo, we hit the milestone. We hit the milestone for today for the giveaway for the pre-show. Once again, we do a second giveaway every show if we can get 20 people in the space. And you know what? We did that. You know what? Y'all did that. So after a word from our affiliate partners, VV Digital Collectibles, oh snap, my avatar just went nuts. Okay, that's he's tweaking. All right. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. In the meantime, um, we'll run that giveaway. But real quick, a brief word from our partners, VV Digital Collectibles. Hey, what's up? My name is Emoji, and I'm here with Nikki G and OMW, and we're bringing you Anime After Hours. But before we do that, I want to give a brief shout out to our affiliates, VV Digital Collectibles. VV is the world's home of premium collectibles, comics, and artworks from brands that you love, like Viz Media, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and more. Take your collecting to the next level with VV Digital Collectibles and check out the link in our description box below or use the QR code that you see on the screen for $10 off your first purchase.
This is an interactive show and podcast recorded live in front of an online audience. Those in the crowd on X are welcome to join in on the conversation, but know that all conversations that take place during the show will be published across multiple platforms. With this being a live interactive show and podcast, please be mindful of your speech.
And now, let's get back to the show. We are going back to you to Solo.
Oh,
Tell us
gosh.
some more stuff about anything that you would like to tell people in general.
Okay. Boy. There's a lot of anime that have spanned generations, but I feel like I feel like I can't think of very many to say on them because they're really not the kind of anime I like to watch.
No worries, no worries. We will get to that. We will get to that in just a bit. But you know what? You brought up some really interesting things as far as just
You're a little hard to hear.
still?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me fix that real quick. Hold on real quick. One second. I got you. And actually we got Millie. Wait, why am I hard to hear? I shouldn't be hard to hear.
Now I can hear you. You were hard to hear before. You're a little clearer now.
Oh, okay. But we had Millie and BE on stage. So let me say what's up to them real quick. How and actually BE just had a dope stream, which I do have to cycle back on. But what's up? How y'all doing?
What's going on? Good to see you. Sorry I went a little bit longer. We had to do the giveaway, but I sent everyone over here. So
No worries. Yo, you doing that actually opened up the giveaway because they was legit like not about to have the giveaway for a second. But at the last minute we got over 20 people, which opens up the second giveaway. So salute to you. Like you are a hero.
I think it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with you both. You
Yay!
two. Nothing to do
Yeah,
with me.
okay.
Okay. But yes, we did unlock that. Let me bring this up to there we go. Wait, why is this not?
I don't know, but it's coming through all weird.
Yeah,
The
you're
sound
getting
is
a
coming
little,
through weird?
Yeah, you're getting a little choppy again.
No. Why?
It's the
Why
ghost
does
of
X?
anime.
You know what?
By the
You
way,
guys are
went
coming
at the
through weird
very
for
end before we
me.
went through Vagabond, David Hughes' store. You'll have to see all the stuff, the anime, all the fun stuff that he had in there. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Okay. So here's all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I think that I can't. Let me do one thing real quick. I think that I can't post this, or maybe I can post it. I don't know. We're gonna find out right now.
I think that I can't post it to the top while I'm hosting on PC. Or maybe I can. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. And oh, share the space. Okay. Okay. It seems like that's working. Here we go. All right, BE, real quick, just to fill in time. How was your stream, bro?
It went really well. It was a long time in the making. He was a good sport. We did not get any real alpha, unfortunately, but I think we got some good, ideas of what might be happening in 2026. We got the Paris event that's going on, so now I really want to go. Is that something you might go to?
Paris?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
It's hard because
know.
you got a kid too. That's kind of what I have to deal with, figuring that whole thing out.
Yeah, they kind of like complicate
They
things.
cramp our style. Can we freeze them for like a week?
You know what? That might be a possibility. That might be a possibility. We would just have to see. But here we go. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to doing this. Okay. But yeah,
I think
no,
the
so that
co-win was something like
everything
that.
went well.
It went really well. Like I said, it was a good sport. He answered. We got through all the questions. I honestly didn't think we would. But yeah, it was good. I think, obviously I didn't put him under pressure or anything like that, but I tried to ask questions that I thought people wanted to know, and he had answers for everything. Very good stuff. Masteroni did a great job. Appreciated everyone coming in and hanging out, and it went really well. I'm very excited, and he said he'd do it again in another 10 years, so I'm excited.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. And no, I mean, well, I think it'll be before 10 years. I think it'll be before 10 years. But it's good that this has happened, right? Because I know it has been a long time coming. And once again, I am going to go back during the for the recap. It's just, bro, like it's been a lot. This has been a crazy hectic day, and even just starting this on time has been bananas. But I am interested, and you guys got to tour his store, right? So, and I know he's a massive collector, but also has a extensive store. So I'm looking forward to see what that
Emoji,
looks
I'm sorry,
like.
I can't understand anything you just said.
Still no? All right, hold on. What about now? What about now? Testing, 1 2, check.
I think you need some boost oxygen.
Hold on. Okay, let me play around with my mic settings. Just give me a sec.
It kind of sounds like muffled.
Oh, wait, why does this do this? Okay.
That was nice and clear.
This
Yeah,
is this better?
Just do that the
Test
whole time.
No, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. How's this? Check.
You know what? You're getting ducking. I think you're getting it's ducking.
What about now? Check.
Because it's not really
What about now?
lower.
Check. No. Check.
That's better.
This is better.
Nice.
This is nice.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to stay here.
Say a longer sentence.
So I went to the store one day and I didn't know what to buy. And then I saw a Deku. And the Deku was
yes, we can understand you.
Okay, you understand. Okay, you got it. Okay, got it.
Say
Cool.
Pokemon. Say
There you go.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So we're gonna run with that. Cool. All right. So, and I think my visuals are back up and I have the live stream up. So I think everything is not up. It's not up. It's not up.
But you tried hard. I only have maybe a few minutes here. I can help out filling some time. The Cobra, she says she's hungry, and I'm the one who has to run and get the pizza after that interview. I don't even want pizza, but I'll get it for her and the kid. Everything went well. What are you going over today?
So we are talking. Oh, we're good. We're back. We're ready to go. Let's go.
Yay!
Hey. All right. So let me bring up your handle real quick, so people know who we're talking to and that you're not a ghost. All right. Hi. We are talking animation that spans a generation, right? So we recently a big anime that's been going on for like 9 years now called My Hero Academia has just ended, and it has left me in my feels, and there's something about something that you watch for, you know, a prolonged period of time. You grow up with, you have emotional attachment to, and then when it ends, how it affects you, right? So that's ultimately the concept. Now, on a timely aspect, yes, it is My Hero Academia, but also there's many shows like that. And Nikki, as you know, I mean, there's many shows that you grew up with that has, you know, lasted for years. And, you know, when it ends, you feel some type of way. So that's the topic of conversation, if that makes sense.
No,
It
all
makes
right.
sense.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm getting yelled at by the Cobra. Hold on one second. All right, I'm getting yelled at. I guess it's
Yeah.
time for me to go. People
Okay.
are, why are they hungry? Anyways, I appreciate all the support. Go enjoy the show. I'm going to have to get more into anime. We're going to have to like watch something together, like
Yo, you want to be a guest
somewhere.
on Two Town to Tokyo?
You know what? That might be the best way to do it because then I'm going to have to watch it. But you got to pick something good
I
that
got
I'll
you.
like.
I got
We'll
you.
we'll talk it over,
Magic,
but
you
you
hear
know what?
that?
Yeah.
We got a new guest.
I would love to do. I'd be honored, honestly, to do that. So, all right, well, let's do this. Go have a great night. Good to see everyone. Enjoy the show. And if you go back and watch my stream, I suggest you watch it in 10x. I don't know if you can handle it otherwise, but enjoy. I'm gonna head out of here. Love you
Okay.
all. Have a good night.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
All right, bye.
All right. So we do have a pre-show giveaway to go through for the winner of that. And I will explain the rules for the main show giveaway now that we have everything up on the top of the screen. So the pre-show giveaway, right? That was under the condition of you as an audience getting 20 people in the space. We did do that. So I will grab the space right now. Now, once again, you do have to be here. So if your name is called and you're not here, we will skip to someone else. But I will grab the space. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. And you can all see this in real time if you are looking at the stream, which is pinned to the top, because I'm going to run it right here, right now. All right, here we go. X Picker. And we're doing it off of that was double. Let's not do that. We're doing it off of likes and reposts of the space, and we are running the winner right now. Here we go in real time. And the winner okay. All right, we can't have this. So the winner is you, Nikki, but
Oh.
because you're a co-host, we got to run that again.
Count.
Yeah, we're going to run that again, but early, but congratulations. Appreciate you
Thank
for being here early.
you.
All right. So
I'm gonna donate it to a member of the audience.
okay, all right. So let's find out who that winner is, and we will roll again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait. Is he still here? Is Informant still here, or did he leave?
No, he left.
Oh my gosh. But once again, the rules are the rules. You have to be here at the time that your name is called. So we will roll again. But BE, appreciate you, bro. I will definitely check out that stream. And everyone in the space should check out that too. All right, here we go. Let's go again. And the next one is Mahalo Joe. Is Mahalo Joe in the building? Mahalo
Yes,
Joe.
he is.
He is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, Millie's throwing mad thumbs down. Bro, I don't choose X Picker, bro. Like I'm doing it right here. This is what pops up. I don't know what to tell you. But wait a minute. Yeah, I don't choose X Picker, bro. Like it is what it is, man. So Mahalo
Yeah.
won the pre-show giveaway. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So there we go. I'll take a mental note of that. Now, once again, we do have a main show giveaway. Now, how do you enter into that? How do you win that? Okay. And I'm going to go do this before we get into the topic of conversation. So if you look at the top of the space that you're in right now, you will see two things pinned to the top. You will see a thing called Hidden Doors, and you will see the live stream. Okay. let's start with the doors. Hidden door number 1, hidden door number 2, and hidden door number 3. You guys, as the audience, are going to decide, and shout out Lexi in the chat. I see you. What's up? You guys are going to decide what door we enter into by the end of the night. Now, what's behind the hidden doors we won't be unveiled until the end of the night. But what is potentially behind these hidden doors? Well, they are the mechanisms that we are going to be choosing as to how people can win the giveaway today. One possible way of winning the giveaway is by likes and reposts of the X space. That is the space you are in right now. Yes, this one. Okay. A second way of winning the giveaway is by likes and reposts of the live stream. That is the visual element that is also pinned to the top of the space. And a third way is by, in the comment section of the live stream, tagging one person and telling us your favorite anime or animated thing. Now, if that option is chosen, if the comments are chosen, each comment is one entry, which means the more comments you have, the more likelihood you have of winning. So feel free to spam that live stream comment section. Those are the 3 potential ways of winning the giveaway, but we don't know which one will be chosen because it will be behind the hidden doors. Yay! Which we'll unveil at the end of the show. So you ask, how do I make sure that I'm entered into all of the possible ways of winning? How am I to be sure that no matter what hidden door is chosen, I'm at least entered in? Well, your answer is here. Do all 3. That's it. Do all 3. If you do all 3, then you're entered in. If you don't, then there's a possibility that the winner can be chosen off something that you didn't even enter in. GG's. Yay! And that will explain the giveaway. If anyone has questions, feel free to send up the request. You can do that. And I will answer any questions regarding giveaways. And we'll unveil that later at the end of the night. Do you have any questions, Nikki?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Cool.
No.
Cool. So
I know how the giveaways run. I'm here every time you tell us about it.
there you go. There you go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So we topic of conversation, right? And I know. So you haven't seen My Hero, right? But
Nope.
I have. But I also know that you have seen the popularity of this show over the years, being
Oh yeah,
someone
absolutely.
that.
I mean, I'm very aware of My Hero Academia, but
Mhm.
I don't have an interest in watching it.
Mm.
But I know of it. I know how it ends.
I feel you. I
So,
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. You know how it ends from the manga or from, I mean, because it's over now, so, or from just spoilers online?
I knew how it ended when the manga ended.
Okay. Okay. So spoilers from the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the thing is, right, like even, and this, I guess, is it broadens out to as far as like things being, everyone's different cup of tea and whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
there are certain things, right, that move forward as far as when it comes to popularity and just exposure. And I think there's certain shows that come about in a generation. You had mentioned a few, right? When you mentioned the big 3 like Naruto and Dragon Ball and Bleach and One Piece. Well, that's 4,
Yeah.
but like they're interchangeable, right? But there's certain shows that come along that are introduced, especially when they're introduced out to the West and they become global phenomenons. And they bring a lot of people into anime, right? Like gateway drugs, I would say, to anime. And I would say that for this time period, this generation, for these past like 9 years, well, going back 9 years ago, right, when it started, My Hero Academia felt to me like that for this generation. What do you think? Just looking at the popularity of it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, people are always trying to say like, what is this generation's big three? And I guess I
Mm-hmm.
would put, I don't know what the maybe Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia. Maybe put
Yo,
those three.
I said the same. I would say the same thing. I would say, yo,
Yeah,
I say that a lot, actually. Yes.
I would maybe put those three together. I mean, all three of the manga are all over, so
Mm-hmm.
now it's time to move on to the next generation. But
True, 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 true. Yeah. Also, real quick, I just want to quick side note. Anyone that also wants to join in the conversation for My Hero Academia, feel free. This is an open discussion, so it's an interactive podcast. So feel free to send up the request. That's one of the benefits of being on Spaces is that we can talk and have the dialogue between us, but also you as an audience that want to share in the discussion regarding this show or regarding any type of show that has kind of molded you or you grew up with, that you would say defined your generation. Feel free to send up the request. The floor is open to you guys, or we would like to hear from you as an audience as well. Now, Nikki, it's funny you say that because like I said, I always said that I think that for right now, the shows that are really onboarding a lot of I would say probably like adolescent boy, right? Like what the shonen genre is for, right?
yeah,
Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia. But I also feel like My Hero Academia was probably the most accessible for kids. It was probably the most kid friendly
yeah.
out of those three.
I think when it started, especially because you think 9 years ago, you think the superhero genre was super popular. The Marvel movies
Mhm.
are popping off like crazy. So I mean, I remember when it started because my younger brother was really into it because he was really into superheroes, and I think that definitely helped. I mean, we're not so the superhero genre is kind of falling off a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, Kind of thanks to Marvel's.
Phase 4 has been basura.
Yeah, Phase 4
Yeah,
was
Phase 4 has
trash.
been, yeah.
Um, but when My Hero started, it was crazy and everybody loved it. So
Mhm.
I mean, I can definitely see why people jumped onto that bandwagon when it started and why it's still so popular today.
Yeah. And it's funny you parallel it to Marvel because I 100% get that. Like and it's funny because My Hero Academia is one of the shows that I would recommend to people that like the superhero genre,
Hmm.
right? That
Yes.
like, Avengers or like the MCU or like X-Men and things like that. Like that is one and outside of that, it's also one of the shows that I would recommend to people that have young kids. And it was funny because I actually in real time had this conversation with and she's in the audience, shout out Vivi Magic, but I had this
Hmm.
conversation with her in one of the shows that we do, Toontown to Tokyo, with well what show to review next. And it was between Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia, and because of the hype of Demon Slayer I was like, and honestly, I feel I like Demon Slayer more than I like My Hero Academia, right? But I like both
That's
of them
fair.
a lot.
Hmm.
Um, but especially leading up to the hype of, the movie and stuff like that, I was like, why, Demon Slayer. But if it's too much, watch My Hero Academia, like, for the kids' sake.
Yeah.
And I feel that My Hero Academia is an awesome onboarding show, especially if you're talking about onboarding like teenagers and kids. Like,
I
mhm.
feel like it's like the picture. Like if I was gonna say what is a shonen manga exactly, I would say My Hero Academia is the exact.
Yeah,
It's exactly
100%,
what
100%.
shonen is.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And it fits the demographic, right? It's not like, yes, it has fighting and invite, but it's
It's
not like it's not crazy, Mhm.
it's not like a crazy. I don't feel like it's a super crazy storyline. It has a huge influx of like it has a huge cast of characters, so
Mhm.
it's not like extremely like it can be emotional, but it's not going to be emotionally driven. It's definitely going to be like that whole. It's going to be action driven. It's a plot driven story that's probably pretty easy to follow,
Mhm.
and I think it's like I think it's like textbook definition. This is a shonen anime.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. It follows the tropes and things like that. But one of the things that I do really like when it comes to, and we're talking tropes, right? When it comes to anime,
Mhm.
and specifically like shonen right now, um, is that ideology of hope and optimism, right?
Yeah.
And the idea that no matter the odds, you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to doing. And literally, that was the theme of this show, right?
Mhm.
You had, and for those that don't know, and for those that haven't seen, the series, but it takes place in a world where pretty much everyone has superpowers, right? You've progressed so far along the line as far as this mutation or whatever, where majority of the world has superpowers. They call them quirks, and if you don't have a superpower, you're actually the outlier. You're the weirdo, right? And you have this kid that, like studied but they develop later in life. They develop, those and that's why I parallel it with X-Men. But a lot of times those abilities develop like during teenage years, adolescent years, right? So you have to wait. So you have this young kid, Deku, or Izuku Midoriya. Deku is the nickname that he's given, and he idolizes these heroes. He idolizes the top hero, All Might, and he can't wait until he gets his powers, and he has a ability of his own. Like he studies them, he knows everything about their strengths, their weaknesses, everything, and he approaches that age, and he comes to the realization that he's one of the small amount of people that don't have powers or don't have quirks, right? And that kind of hit him because now he can't do what he always wanted to do, even if it was a trash quirk, like I don't know, the ability uh to throw sticky balls. Yeah, like even if it was like some, but he had nothing, right? So he was quirkless. And the first episode kind of like brought you into that him, coming to that realization, understanding that, but him still showing these acts of heroism where it's kind of like, why are you doing this? You don't have powers. You are at risk. Why are you putting your life on the line to, help save this kid or whatever? And he's given the power of the top hero. The top hero can give his power to pass on his ability to someone else, and he passes on his ability to him. So now he goes from literally having no hope of being a hero to having the abilities of the number one hero in the world. And that's kind of like where this story, starts. And he has to kind of like learn how to use that and learn how to use it without hurting his body and things like that. But it it throughout the show, there was a lot of kind of like overcoming obstacles, um, overcoming odds, right? And no matter what may happen, you, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself, you can do it. And that is a common theme in shonen. And Nikki, like, I feel like this show kind of captured that theme
Mhm.
more than anything I think I can think of, in all honesty. Maybe
Yeah,
Naruto. Maybe
definitely had
Naruto.
that, happy ending, even if it wasn't exactly what you thought maybe was going to happen, but it definitely had a very happy ending.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so fast forward, right? That was 9 years ago, and now we're here 9 years later, and you have the journey and stuff like that, and it comes full circle where he's the number one hero and things like that. But it ends. It ends, and I feel that while yes, it was very much formulaic, it was. I think because I started watching the show from its beginning and
Mhm.
followed it throughout, the 9 years, and there were lulls in it, right? Like it was. I'm not gonna sit here and say I was riveted the entire series. There were definitely lulls in the show, but it was enough to keep me coming back. And now that it's over, there's almost kind of like this feeling of that was like a part of my life.
Those 9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Like and I go back to memories, right? I go back to people that I watched this show with, people that I put this show on to, like where I was and thinking about even where I was when the show started versus where I am when the show ends. And that is a journey in itself. And you're talking about the concept of growth and you're talking about the concept of, going from one place to another and hope and optimism and things like that. I could say like this was one of those shows that was a bright spot. That was a bright spot in a lot of bright memories in life. So when something like that ends, right?
Hmm.
Cuz like I said, you've had shows that you've watched, right? That you've watched that spanned on for years. When something like that ends, how does that affect you?
It's like you're happy you know the conclusion, but you're also kind of empty because this thing that was in your life for so long is suddenly not going to be there.
Mhm.
And it's like when I was reading like the Full Metal Alchemist manga, every month, at the beginning of the month, I would get, this was like 2009, I think the manga ended.
Mm.
You get ready, you read the new chapter, and then you're like, okay, time to wait for the next month, and it's something that you kind of like almost, it's just, it becomes part of your routine. Like right now, every Monday, every Tuesday, I'm reading Dandadan, I'm reading Mao, and when those manga end, it's gonna feel really, really weird because suddenly something that I've been doing every week is not gonna
Mhm.
be there anymore. So it's a weird feeling because you're like, I've been here this whole time. I'm happy that I saw the whole conclusion, but at the same time, you're like, but kind of sad about it. I guess that's what I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree the same thing. And that was the feeling that I got when I watched this final episode.
Hmm.
Um I felt like this sense of like, dang, is it really over? Now, granted, I still have to watch Vigilantes. I haven't watched that yet, but I mean that's like a prequel. But it still felt like, dang, like is this really over? And then also too, the characters, right? The characters that you connect with.
Hmm.
And some of the characters are so iconic, right? And so have these strong personalities. And you brought up Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, that's a perfect example. And it's funny because Full Metal Alchemist was Brotherhood was what, 60 episodes or something? 50, 60,
60, 62, I think.
62? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 62 episodes, which isn't like that. It's not that crazy, right? That's not really that
No,
long. Hmm.
and it was the whole thing. It wasn't like seasons. Like they don't. I don't know. Well, luckily they ended at the same time, so like
Hmm.
they knew how the what's her name? Oh my god, Hiromi Arakawa. She told them how it was gonna end. So like they were able to end within the same month, the anime and the manga. So like the manga ended at the beginning of June, the anime ended at the end of June,
Mm.
and so it was all in one go because the manga was pretty much done. They didn't
Hmm.
have to pace it along like they did with My Hero, like they're doing with like I mean, Demon Slayer's over. They're just taking forever to do the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but yeah, they like My Hero only ended a couple months ago, I think, or maybe a year ago. It hasn't been that long.
The manga?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say like a few. I don't know if it's been a year yet.
maybe like
But
6
a few,
months,
yeah, a few months ago, yeah.
something like that. But yeah, they had to do it in seasons so that way they didn't do fillers because the anime people finally learned that nobody likes fillers.
No one likes fillers. You know what? That's crazy. Like I'm noticing even more and more now. Like there's less of that. That was a
Hmm.
very 2000s to 2010
Yeah, they use
thing.
because they
Yeah.
used to just get the animators to just go throughout the whole time.
Hmm.
So in order to catch up with the manga, they would do fillers, and
But My
then
Hero did have fillers. My Hero
yeah,
had fillers though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it did, but I mean, considering go back to like older animes from the 2000s, I'm sure there was a lot less filler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. One
assuming.
hundred
I
percent.
don't know.
Yeah, the more modern ones have less, but
Yeah.
I think the time. I mean, we're talking about 9 years, right?
Yeah.
So I think at the beginning there was filler, but not too much. But
Mhm.
towards the end, no, I
Yeah.
don't think there were any fillers towards the like later seasons.
That makes perfect sense to
Yeah.
me. It's just it's not I don't really think that's something that anime really does anymore because nobody liked it
Mm-hmm.
unless like I can't really think of any modern unless they're making like their own movies or something. That could be some I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really
but
know, but fillers are not really a thing
they become more
anymore.
patient, I think, too, and that's why we don't get like shows maybe every single
Yeah, we
season
don't
when it's
have like
supposed to
we
drop.
don't
It
have like
Yeah.
straight 50 episode shows anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really? I mean, some of them still do, but not really. Now it's always like 12 or 24
and it'll
episodes and then
stop.
huge breaks and then they bring it back.
Yeah, which in all honesty, I like that better. I do like that better. I like um, I can't say in all honesty, I got so used to like filler skipping
Mhm.
that I can't really say as much as I can't say I want fillers at all. The only, I mean, obviously, when you think about fillers, sometimes you think about like the Dragon Ball Z fillers and some of those episodes being iconic, but I think they were iconic because you had no
I
choice
mean,
but to watch them.
Dragon Ball Z had filler,
Dragon Ball
Genshin had
Z is
filler,
majority filler.
freaking Bleach has filler, Naruto had filler.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. But yeah, I do think that's been changing, right?
Yeah.
So with and it's funny because you bring up Full Metal Alchemist, and I think that is actually a really good show to kind of dive in on because even though it was short, right, it still had
Hmm.
that effect where and maybe because there were two shows, right, so it lasted longer because there were two different shows, but it still had the effect of this show that you grew up with. And I don't know if maybe it was because people were watching it over and over again, or like I said, because it's two shows, or maybe just the characters stood out that much, right?
Hmm.
And that's another thing when it comes to a lot of these shonen anime, you have characters that are so iconic that you kind of like connect with them beyond the series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Um but yeah. So with with this show, it was somber. It was a positive ending, but also the somberness of it ending. And so you had mentioned Full Metal Alchemist. Was there anything else that you could highlight that was a show of yours that kind of affected you as far as the ending as far as even just resonating with the
See,
characters?
it's hard for me because I try to not watch things that aren't finished because I hate cliffhangers and I hate
Mm-hmm.
things not having a solid ending.
Mm.
I hate slow burns. Like I'm just really impatient. So that's
Really,
a
you hate
hard.
slow burns?
I hate slow burns.
It depends. It depends how it's executed for me.
Oh gosh, I don't have patience for this. Just get to it now.
I feel you.
So that's hard for me to say because I mean for manga sure like I to your eternity when that ended I felt kind of sad about that because I was reading it for so long even though it was really hard to follow and I had to find different websites to read it on which was a pain in the ass.
Hmm.
But like I said Tokyo Revenger when that ended that was
I heard
pretty
really
that was
good
pretty
things
sad.
about that. I haven't watched it yet, but it is on my to watch list because I've like
I really
consistently been hearing
I
good
really
things.
enjoyed the story of Tokyo Revenger and I really love the characters but the ending is a little rushed.
Okay, I feel you. I feel
But
you.
it's really good, and I recommend it. But I
Okay.
felt like that too, like, you know, I think I can't remember if it was every week or if it was every 2 weeks, but it's the same thing, you know, something that you do every week or every month or, you know, every other week, and then suddenly it's totally gone, and it becomes a part of your life to
Hmm.
just do this thing, even if it's just a small thing, like reading a new chapter of Don takes what, 5-10 minutes, but it's every Monday in the middle of the day. I read the new chapter, and soon, you know, in maybe a couple of years, it's not going to be there anymore, and it's like this whole part of your life is just gone.
Yeah. No, no, I feel you. And I relate. So like when that happens, it's kind of hold on. When that happens, it's kind of like, all right, so where do we go from here? What happens from here? And but the thing is, like a lot of times you may be watching, multiple anime at the same time and kind of like dive or have a watch list of what you want to go into next and stuff. But it's a whole world, right? It's a whole
Mm-hmm.
world that you're submerged into and then it ends. And I feel like with this show, for me, I feel like this world was very special, right? And it's weird I feel it's weird for me to say that because of the fact that I was so on again and off again when it came to the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, it had lulls, it had things I was just like, whatever, I'll watch it, because the new season's out, but whatever.
Yeah, but you
Hmm.
liked it enough to follow it to a certain extent, and it was
Yeah.
still there. It was always in the background, like, all right,
Hmm.
I have to catch up with what's going on in My Hero. Oh, yeah, that's right. I really like this show. Let me watch it a little bit. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm totally caught up. It's over.
Hmm.
I, there's nothing more for me to do with it anymore, other than a rewatch. But you know,
I think, and shout out, I see Informant in the chat. What's good, bro? And once again, for anyone in the space, this is an open discussion. Anyone that has seen My Hero Academia or even has a anime that has kind of like been a generational anime for them, feel free to send up the request because I would love to hear thoughts. I would love to hear thoughts as far as like My Hero Academia closing, how you felt, what you thought of this show. But yeah, just send up the request and you can join. I'll let you up. But I'm sorry, I got distracted. What did you say, Nikki?
I said that, you know, it was always there in the background.
Yes, yes. It
Mhm.
it it was, and I think the whole like kind of like hybrid filler thing is what did it because some episodes it was kind of like whatever, but it was always in the background and because of that I kept up with it and yeah like it now it's over. But I think also too with the theme of the show, that
Mhm.
theme being kind of like hope, optimism, and things like that. I think that was also something that was just a positive part of my just
It
what I
was
would
something that stood
watch.
out to you and made it special. That's not gonna,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
over, and you're not gonna have that kind of like, you want it, you wonder, am I gonna find another anime that's going to have that kind of same hopeful feeling? Is there something similar that's gonna pop up in the future? You don't know, you know.
True, true, true. And I think a large part of that is because of how like I don't want to say unique, but it is unique. But how unique this was when it came to this formula or the genre because of the fact that it was so like this. Here's the best way I would describe it, right? Because we talked about as far as like the shonen formula and stuff like that. You have different things that may have different aspects of these tropes sometimes honestly it can get repetitive, but like they have these tropes and things like that as far as to appeal to the demographic, that being like adolescent males,
Yeah.
right? Now with this show it was so spot on, like it was so bullseye in the target that I think that made it different. That made it very unique, if that makes sense. Like, like there are other shows that may be like around it or like kind of like, all right, like this falls in the family and stuff. Like Demon Slayer, right? Demon Slayer, it does have all of those tropes and stuff like that, but it's also very
Mhm.
violent, right? Um,
Yeah, I
mhm,
feel like a lot of the popular shonen right now is darker than
yeah,
some of our older ones, and I feel like My Hero is definitely maybe one of the last. Like, I can see how it kind of bridges, like, maybe Bleach, Naruto, One Piece
mhm,
into Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. Like, it's in between these two kind of very different types of shonen.
mhm. Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I think that's one of the things that kind of like makes it unique because it's so nostalgia that you don't see too much of now that it stands out, and now you're kind of like, all right, are we going to get that nostalgia again? Are we going to get this feeling again? um I'd say probably One Piece, right? Like, and I still haven't caught up with all of One Piece, but from what I've seen of One Piece,
Yeah.
if the feeling kind of like stays the same, then I'd say probably that. um if they ever bring back Dragon Ball Super, then probably that. But yeah, like a lot of things have shifted and a lot of things have changed, and it felt like My Hero Academia was one of the last things that kind of like felt like was that spot on, that on the nose. And and now it's going kind of like, ah, snap, like, is everything going to shift, is everything going to change, or are we going to have something that hits like that again?
You just have to wait and see what Shonen Jump brings to us next.
Yeah, yeah, true, 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 true. But
Actually, did My Hero even run in Shonen Jump?
oh, I don't know actually. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna
Not sure.
look.
But
Yeah, yep, this it did. I knew it.
mhm.
It just felt like a Shonen Jump manga. Like, there was no
I
way it
I
wasn't.
I would honestly I would honestly take the guess and say yes, it did. So yeah, but yeah. So I mean, once again, the show has ended, and we are at that point where we are um looking for new anime to discover. I would say for everyone here, because I have watched the anime, if you haven't watched an anime, right, and you're looking at something to watch that you can watch, like if you have kids or something like that, I would say probably this is the number one thing to watch. I would recommend, even though there's a lot of things that I like more than this. There's a
Mhm.
lot of things that I like more than this. But if you are looking to kind of like jump in, and you have kids, and especially with the whole like hype between like Marvel and stuff, like superheroes and stuff like that, if that is something that you like or you enjoy, I would say this was probably the number one anime to watch. um so yeah, check it out. I would recommend it. Any thoughts from you, Nikki? I think we're actually closing up on the doors too, so I'm gonna go through that in a sec.
It's about that time.
Did it end? I can't
I
see
don't
because I'm
know.
on my thing.
Hold on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, hold on. Looks like final result is door number 2.
Door number 2-1? Okay. All right, cool, cool,
Yes,
cool.
44%.
Oh, dang. Yo, everyone went in for door number 2. All right, let me see what was door number 2. I gotta check. Okay. I got a message. Um, door number 2. Oh, snippety snap. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull that up in a bit. There we go. All right. So while I do that, because I'm gonna do that, I don't want the X to be showing
Mhm.
while I pull that up, just because I want to tell people what was behind door number 2 at the last minute. So I'm going to flip over to you, Nikki,
Okay.
and what I want you to do is to tell us more about anime that has affected you, that has moved you, and why. and I know that this is a very vague thing, and
That's a
this
loaded
is a load of
question.
questions. But you know what? I need time. I need time. So you take your time, and I'll be back.
Anime that has moved me. This is going off topic because we're this um anime I didn't really grow up with or anything. I just kind of followed it. I just kind of watched it. But one that always made me cry was the ending to this anime called Full Moon wo Sakashite, which is a shoujo manga about a young girl who's about 12 years old, and she has a sickness. I don't know if it's cancer, but she has a sickness that affects her vocal cords, and all she wants to do is become a singer. So, so she refuses to get surgery because the surgery that she'll get could make her not be able to sing anymore. And these two shinigami, which are basically like death gods, but they're shinigami for children, they come
Shout out Death
and
Note.
yeah, these ones definitely don't look like the shinigami in Death Note. They're shinigami for children, and they give her the opportunity to become the idol that she's always wanted to be. And I don't know, just the way that it ended, which was, she was able to get better, she was able to get the surgery, she was able to sing again, and the guy that she loved woke up from like some type of coma or something, and they met again, and he remembered her. And I just remember watching that scene when they met again and just sobbing because it was so beautiful and sad and happy at the same time. And I don't know if I've ever, I mean, I can watch Full Metal Alchemist and cry like every other episode, but I don't think I've ever sobbed that much for watching an anime. I cry
Okay.
pretty easily too. So
Well, I could see how I haven't seen the other one, but I've seen Full Metal, and I could see how Full Metal can hit the feels because there's
it
a
can
lot.
get like
There's a
this.
lot, yeah.
I mean, I'm ridiculously over attached to Full Metal Alchemist, so anything like gets me like choked up because I just feel so attached to everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So every other episode, I'm just crying because I'm like, oh my gosh, Hughes, oh my gosh, Ed, oh my gosh, Al, Winry, I can't believe you guys are going through all this.
What about the girl? What about the little girl? What was her name? Nina
Oh,
or?
Nina, come on, why you gotta bring up Nina?
Oh man,
Nobody
but
wants to remember that.
yeah, trauma. That was trauma.
Was the
Um,
whole catalyst for Ed and Al though. It's such an important part of the story because they
mm-hmm.
never forgot
Yeah,
that they couldn't save that little girl, and how, because they thought up until that point that alchemy could do anything, but then they realized that alchemy can't do everything, and they have to figure out how to do things with their own hands.
true, true.
It's very important. It's a lesson that they carry with them throughout the whole thing. Even at the very end,
That's
like they bring it up.
that's a good synopsis. You know what? We should actually have an episode just on Full Metal Alchemist.
That was not a bad idea.
There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack with that show. You
Mm-hmm.
know what? Let's put a pin in that. But we do have the I'm ready. I'm ready to unveil the winner for the main show giveaway. Now,
Oh
once
boy.
again, it was what, door number 2?
Yes, it was.
Okay, all right. We're going to find out right now. Hold on. We're going to find out right now what was behind door number 2. Now, I did already tell you the different ways of entering the giveaway. I'm not going to say it again because you had to have been here to hear it. Sorry. But we're going to find out what was behind door number 2, and that is going to be how we determine the winner. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's tell them.
All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And behind door number 2 was likes and was comments off of the live stream. Comments off of the live stream. We are rolling it right now in real time. If you're doing it right now, you are too late. We are doing it off comments on the live stream. If you look at the live stream, you will see us rolling that. And we have our number one winner that has just popped up on a screen. If they are here, they can get it. If they aren't, we will continue to the next person. Is Geode Rocks in the building? Is Geode Rocks here right now? Are they here, Nikki?
Geode? Yes, they are.
They are. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out Geode in the building. You are here. I see you. Oh, I see you, bro. I see you. There you go. Let's go. Yo, you have won the giveaway for today. Once again, this was off of comments in the live stream, not the chat, the live stream, the comments in the live stream. Shout out Omar. Yo, we got Acro in the chat. Yo, what's up, Acro? Yay. Yo, why is this not clicking? I'm sure. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. And I wanna just pop up and see the comment real quick because I want to see what he said. And let's see. So there we go. Gio got the tag. He said, "Where are we going? They don't talk about Robotech." And he has a gif of Robotech, a classic show. That was like from the 70s, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. Gio, this makes me question your age. But yo, shout out to you. You won the main show giveaway. And also shout out to Mahalo for winning the pre-show giveaway. So that I think will pretty much wrap up the show. I'll run a song from you, Nikki, on the other side once we close the live stream. But did you have any thoughts before we wrap things up?
No, I think we had a nice discussion, even if it was just the two of us.
You know what? Sometimes. You know what? I was about to sing, but you know what? I was second guessing it. I was about to
I
sing.
hope people
I was about to
go
sing just the
and
two.
try out My Hero Academia and other anime. Go watch anime; it'll make your life better.
You know what's so funny? Because I've had people hit me up like that are in this space right now that have watched My Hero Academia, and it was like, "Oh, what did you think? What did you think?" This was the time to talk about it. But yes, if you haven't seen it, I think that My Hero Academia is also and shout out Acro in the chat. Acro is actually someone that I did put onto My Hero Academia, and she's loved it. Shout out you in the chat. But yeah, I think that this is also really good. It's a really good onboarding show. There is a lot of filler. I would say, in all honesty, you just type in Google like filler skip list, and that'll give you episodes to skip. If you do that, you'll be great.
Mahalo Joe would like to say something.
Oh, Mahalo's coming up? Okay, let me bring Mahalo up.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's see. And that's our winner of the pre-show giveaway. Shout out Mahalo. Mahalo, what's good, bro?
Yo, I mean, I never really said I wanted to talk about My Hero, but I'll chime in. I'm glad it's over.
This is not helpful. Did you watch it all the way through?
Yeah, of course. I had to, man. I was committed.
Yo, it's one of those shows that lock you in. Like, depending on, no matter how you feel about it, you feel like you have to just continue watching it. I felt that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Nas Clinton in the chat. Nas Clinton says my hero was all right. Yeah, it was bro, like that's what I
You
was.
said it perfectly, though. You said it perfectly. It's the perfect onboarding anime to like people that haven't gotten into anime currently.
Yeah.
Like to me, older animes are still gonna spot better than this stuff, and I don't know if it's because of like the way they were done, how gruesome they were. Like when it comes to like violence and all this stuff, they can get up there. Also, this one concludes, which is a good thing. Like shout outs to them for concluding. But I mean, Attack on Titan took forever to conclude, but that one was also like a really good one. It had some lows in the middle, but at the same time,
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was a good recent one.
But also,
y'all said it perfectly about Demon Slayer too, how they're just dragging. Demon Slayer dragging it along.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious what new ones that are great that are up and coming.
I mean, we got Kaiju number 8. We got Kaiju number 8, right? That's turning heads. We got, what is it? Gotcha, the trash kid, the kid in the trash.
Oscar the Grouch.
Nah, you the gotta whatever it's called. Like he's like he grew up in trash. Like he like and then he got thrown into the. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nah, man, poor kid though, man. Growing up on trash, that's not no way to live.
I was singing it
But I
to
mean,
him, bro.
if they can make anime out of like truck coon, a girl that gets ran over by a truck and becomes a truck, they can do anything.
Of course, anything can be done. Yo, Nas? Why are y'all coming up now when we're about to close? Yo, this was I was all right. Let me Nas was good, bro.
Yo, sorry I didn't come up earlier. I'm watching the Seahawks versus the Rams, and it's a pretty big game.
No worries, no worries, no worries.
But I did want to add. I mean, it. I like hearing you guys talk about these animes that's been around for like a really long time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like My Hero Academia. It just resonated with me. Like it's been around for a decade,
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
I mean, I was away. I was away from anime for a long time since Dragon Ball,
Mm-hmm.
and then literally coming back like when me and you were talking like last. It wasn't this last. It was last year. It was either last year when the One Piece live action came on, and that's when I got back into anime. So binge watching My Hero Academia in the last. I think I finished it in 3 weeks. Two
Did you
three
watch all
weeks.
the filler too?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Yo, that's dedication. I don't even think I've watched all the filler, bro. Because I would wait until the season was over, and then I would see the filler list, and then I would watch the episodes that didn't have filler.
Yeah, when I'm watching an anime, I just watch it
Just
all the
watch it.
way through.
Yeah.
Um, and with My Hero Academia, it didn't hit like watching. I'm not gonna compare it to One Piece because it's just too long. But like for me, binging like JJK, Demon Slayer, like everything you're saying just nails it on the head
Mm-hmm.
as far as an entry level anime.
Mm.
But
I
I
will say
think
I like those two shows more than I like My Hero.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go watch the JJK movie,
Movie?
but we'll see. I think I might have to just wait until it streams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the with My Hero Academia, like watching it with the kids, like they're not even liking it as much as I thought they would have.
Mm.
Like my son is all about like One Punch Man.
Okay.
And then my other son is all about Demon Slayer. You know, so
They did
uh,
the new season of One Punch Man pretty dirty though.
I
did
heard the
they?
new one was like I heard the new one was really bad. I heard the new season. We're in
They,
season 3 right now?
yeah, they really did not do so great on the animation. They really cheaped out on it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I've been hearing
I
that.
haven't heard.
Yeah.
I'll ask my
It's been
son
a
about it.
meme. It's been a meme all over
Yeah, there's a
X.
scene. There's a scene where one of the characters is like sliding down a hill, and rather than like animating it, it's like they took a PNG and just like freaking panned it in like After Effects or
Yo,
something. It's terrible.
yo, what? Yo, that is wild.
It's not good. It's really bad.
Is it?
Dang.
I don't know if you guys remember back in the day with X Men, but when they changed animators, it went from like the Jim Lee artwork to where like it literally looks super bland. Mahalo, I think you know what I'm talking about. Like with the X Men animated series back in the day.
Like the old one, the 90s one?
Yeah.
I
Do you
think,
remember that,
bro,
Mahalo?
I
I
think this
remember the
was
Japanese intro they made for it. That thing was fire.
that was fire. That was fire. I think this was worse because like bro, like yo, Nas, just search an X One Piece Man. Like I'm sorry, I'm bugging. One Punch Man. Search an X after the show.
Oh
You're gonna
yeah,
see
those
a
are like
lot of
PNG files.
memes. You're gonna see a lot of memes, bro. Like when that aired, like my whole time because like I follow a lot of anime stuff, like my whole timeline was flooded with memes of kind of like what did they do to One Punch Man the new season. So I didn't watch it, but I kind of already knew. I was like, yo, dang, I don't know what's going on. But
Maybe my feed is full of Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
yeah.
They're making fun of it just as like how they make fun of it with Invincible with some of those files too. What's a similar tactic?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys ever
Even
watched Invincible, like one of the seasons, like the first episode, actually makes fun of like the shortcuts they do with animation styles. And since then, bro, it's
Mm-hmm.
broken me, man. Like now I look for those kinds of screw, like they're not screw ups, but like techniques or cheats, I guess. How they try to make it look like a lot is going on, but it's just panning around on the same panel, which makes it hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like it's weird to say because even when you look at like older like animation, a lot of times they would recycle animation, right? Like they did that a lot in Dragon Ball Z, right? I know a lot of people like bring up Dragon Ball Z a lot, but Dragon Ball Z had a lot of recycled animation where you would have a scene and they would do something else and literally they would take the exact same scene and copy and paste it. That happened a lot in the Saiyan arc, like different fight scenes and things like that. But uh, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is just a newer way of doing it, but it's still like it's cutting corners. But
Oh no, it's been going on since the '90s. Like they even did
yeah,
it in like Thundercats, Spider
yeah,
Man, X Men, all those
yeah,
kind of use the same techniques.
exactly, exactly. Um,
Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and that's another thing. Like with those, like Pokemon, Roni Kenshin too, did something. So like during that time, this is actually a whole other episode too. But like during that time, you'll have action scenes that were just stills. It was
Yeah.
stills, and then like you would see like like flashes of light and things like that. But during that time, you didn't really notice it because the story was what was driving it. And Rurouni Kenshin, I think, was a good example of that because there wasn't really much like fluid action and stuff happening, but I didn't really notice it until watching it later in life.
Y- You know what's crazy though is like
Mm-hmm.
one of those scenes of the Saito and Kenshin fight at the end of the first season
Mm-hmm.
where they're fighting in the dojo and they use a lot of stills in that shot, but it's still like such an amazing scene.
Because of the
Even though
storytelling. Because of the
yeah, it's the
storytelling. Yeah.
storytelling, the way that they're panning the stills, the flashes, the emotion that's in the story, like that is if you can use stills and you can use them in a good way without taking away from this was just lazy. What they did with One Punch Man
One
was
point.
just
Yeah, exactly.
laziness.
But that's what it is, right? You see a technique that's used, but you don't use the heart behind it, right? Like,
Yes.
yes, they're doing this, but they're doing this while also telling a compelling story. You're doing this to cut corners, but it's not really anything that's going to keep people like, held. And I think that's kind of like some of the issues where when it comes to animation that may be, quote unquote lazy, but it's not even there's not even a purpose behind it. It's just literally just to cut corners. But I think that's another episode too. I'm getting a lot of episode ideas. We will revisit this. Full Metal Alchemist and also lazy animation. All right. So but we were wrapping things up. So I did want to but real quick, because we did get Nas and Mahalo on the stage. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to add before we close things up?
I'm
Oh, I
looking
just
forward
want.
to a lazy animation style episode. This is
You
gonna be
look
very visual heavy, but that will be hilarious, dude.
I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun.
You're gonna have to show pictures on the live stream.
Um, dang, I'll have to prep for that because I have to. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't have to because I could Google. I could Google things in real time. So if you guys know what you want to show me, um,
Unless like I mean we could always do like I mean we could prep for it. I mean that wouldn't be a bad idea to just get like a PowerPoint or something and you can just
yeah,
flip through the pictures.
true.
We'll figure it out. We'll do
Yeah,
it. We'll
I think I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun. But yeah, so before we go, Nas, Mahalo, did you guys have anything you wanted to add?
I just wanted to say, if anyone's a fan of Vegeta or Piccolo, watch My Hero Academia. I was tripping out when I was hearing all that, dude. I swear to God, the whole entire watching the anime, I could just think of Piccolo and Vegeta the entire time,
Yo,
dude.
because it's Chris Sabat. He only knows one voice, bro.
Yeah, that's why. Like
He only
episode
knows
one, I was
one
like,
voice.
really?
It's the same voice for everything. Yeah, like but that's one of the Funimation things, right? So like with Funimation, you had the same studio, you had the same actors kind of like voice acting for all their anime. So you're gonna hear a lot of like Piccolos throughout. You hear, yo, that's talking about Full Metal Alchemist. He played Armstrong, General Armstrong in Full Metal Alchemist. So if you watch that, which I will highly recommend you watch it. um
That was the first one you put me on.
oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you remember? So that was Armstrong. That was Piccolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, 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 yeah. That's a Funimation thing where it's like voice actors in house and they're kind of like voicing multiple shows. But yeah. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Appreciate you, bro. Mahalo, anything before we close up?
No, good show, guys.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And hold on real quick. Let me go over here. Boom. My co-host, Nikki, any words before we close up?
I think this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for listening as always, and I hope you join us the week after next because next Thursday is a Christmas.
Yes, we will not be doing this next week. We are people need to be with families. So we hope you guys have a good time with your family, and we will resume in 2 weeks. But Nikki, appreciate you for doing this, and I know that obviously I know My Hero wasn't something that you followed and stuff like that, but I feel like this was a signature show closing out that definitely defined a portion of anime for its time.
Well,
um
it's just lucky that I happen to know a little bit about everything.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. So, once again, for everyone in the space, I will close out the space with the song from Nikki G, as we normally do. She is a very talented vocalist who does a lot of anime cover songs and translates them to English. So, we will close out with the song from her, as we normally do. Nas, do you have your hand up?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask, uh, a recommendation that's non shonen to watch. So I'm still watching Fate. I'm on Fate Zero still,
Okay.
but what's another non shonen to watch? Like I would like a recommendation from Nikki.
Apothecary Diaries is really popular right now. That's a seinen. It's
A pocket what?
Apothecary Diaries is very popular right now, and it's seinen, so it's for older men. Takes
Damn.
place. It
Do
takes
I
place.
sound 50?
Yeah, in Imperial China. It
I
deals
sound
with.
50?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
No, you said older men, so I just said if I sound 50.
No, no, it's not teenage
I'm
boys.
No,
It's
not
not
teen. So
shonen.
like,
So
yeah, 21 up, 21 up.
oh, gotcha. And I am binge watching Free Run right now too.
yeah, Freerun
Okay.
is shonen, but this is very popular right now. People really like this storyline. Takes place during Imperial China, and it deals with like mysteries, romance. It has I think it has a lot of it has some battles because I know that there was a lot of fighting in the second season, so I would recommend that one.
Also, I learned
Apothecary
Madoka
Diaries.
Magica is Senin too, which I always thought was shoujo.
No, it's seinen.
Yeah.
What's the one that you said, emoji?
I would add in Madoka Magica.
Madoka.
Mm-hmm. Madoka Magica.
Okay,
There's a whole bunch of other stuff like Puyo Puyo or something. But if you just type in Madoka Magica, it'll pop up. And I think it's on Netflix. I think it is on Netflix too.
I got it. I just bookmarked them on my Crunchyroll. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
No problem.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Appreciate you.
No problem. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for stopping through. All right, Nikki, you were in your closing thoughts.
Oh, I was just thanking everybody for listening, and that I'll see them in January.
Let's go.
Yay!
All right. Once again, my name is Emoji. I'm here with my co-host, Nikki G, OMW, and together we like to bring you a show we call Anime After hours. Let's go. We do this every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big shout out to our affiliate partners, VV Digital Collectibles. You can check them out in the link that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the QR code that you saw earlier, or if you're in X, the comment section. If you're in YouTube, the description. Definitely check them out. They have brands from Viz Media, Marvel, Disney, a whole lot more. But thank you, everyone that tuned in. Shout out to our winners of the giveaways today. Mahalo for the pre-show giveaway. And Geode for the main show giveaway. That was loud. I apologize for everyone's eardrums I just blew out right now. Okay. All right. We're going to get back to it. All right. Yo, Acro said my One Piece is better than My Hero Academia. I can believe that.
Facts.
I can
Facts.
believe that.
She's speaking facts.
I can believe
I
that.
love you, Acro.
Although I still have to catch up on One Piece, but I can believe that. All right. We'll see you next time. Once again, everyone in space, we're going to close out to a song from our very own Nikki G, but we are closing the live stream. So for everyone on the live stream, appreciate you. Take care, be easy, and peace.